Howdy who, all my stock market gamblers. Welcome today. I'm Tall Mike. It's Wednesday, January 27th. Today is Fed Day. It's very exciting on Fed Day because sometimes we get the volatility in the marketplace. Look at, we opened up 500 points down. At the time of this recording, we already bouncing back up. We're only down about 300. The markets do sell off, and that creates a buying opportunity. The market is still in an upward trend. It's not going to crash yet. It can't crash because they're going to print more money now. A lot of people are nervous about what the Fed's going to say today. I don't know why. I'll tell you what they're going to say. They're going to say they're going to print more money. They're going to distort prices. The Fed is going to continue what it's been doing all along. There is no price discovery. Here's what the Fed's going to tell you today. They're going to tell you, well, they're going to lie to you. They're going to tell you we got inflation. 2%, they're going to say. We all know it's much higher than this. It's really 8 or 10%, right? They're going to tell you that the unemployment rate is running between 7 and 8%. Really? Really? The unemployment rate has to be closer to 25%, in my opinion. I mean, we've been losing 1 million jobs a week since March, and we're only at 7 or 8% unemployment. They're going to tell you that the GDP, the gross domestic product, is down 3 or 4% for the year, for last year, 2020. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. But well, here's how they measure that, though. Let's talk about that a little bit. The GDP. Okay, gross domestic product. It runs about $20 trillion. Now, the stock market value of U.S. stocks is about $30 trillion. So the stock market value is about 150% of GDP. Now, Warren Buffett would tell you that that's expensive. Anything above 100% is expensive. Anything under 100% is cheap. He's expecting a big drop in the marketplace. Well, here's what we got going on. Okay, so they say the GDP has only dropped 3 or 4%, right? All right, well, maybe, I don't think so. But here's how they measure that. Okay, so the GDP, 20 trillion, let's call it. I think it's closer to 15 trillion, which would be a 25% drop. But they measure it with the government injecting $5 trillion last year, an extra $5 trillion. When that doesn't really count to the GDP. What does the government create? So really the GDP, in my opinion, is down around 15 trillion. But because the government shot in 5 trillion, they say the GDP isn't down. It's at 3 or 4%. Well, I suppose that's one way to look at it, but they keep lying to you. They keep lying to you. You know, unemployment, the GDP, inflation. They keep interest rates artificially low. Artificially low. What do they get close to? They're close to zero. When you put money in your bank, how much interest does the bank pay you? Well, it doesn't pay you very much, less than 0.25%, maybe. When I go back to the days when the bank was giving you 10% to have your money in their banks. Well, now the banks are going to start to charge you money, start to charge you fees, they're going to actually have what's called a bail-in. They're going to steal your money, basically. Why do people keep money in the banks? Well, for safety, right? I mean, you don't want to have too much money just laying around. You might get robbed. You might have a fire. You know, paper money burns really well. Okay, maybe you buy gold and silver. That won't burn. That's real money, also gold and silver. But paper money burns, or you can be robbed, so people put it in the bank. But why do they put it in the bank? They're not getting any interest on it. Pretty soon the bank's going to charge them. Are they still going to put it in the bank? I don't know. Once again, banks are making me a little bit nervous here. All the branches around my house are starting to see closed signs. Closed. Now some of the signs say temporary closed. You go to the ATM machines, you try to put your card in, you try to get the cash out. There's no cash. You have to go to a different bank to find one that actually has money in the ATM machines. Okay, when you find a bank that's actually open and you can go inside, there's a line out the door and around the corner to get into a bank to get your own money back. Banks are making me a little bit nervous right here, but we got the Fed today. Okay, they're going to lie to us about inflation. They're going to lie to us about the gross domestic product. They're going to lie to us about unemployment, and they're going to keep interest rates at an all-time low. Why? Why are they lying to us? Well, I think Jack Nicklaus Nicholson said it best when you can't handle the truth. Now, I do a terrible Jack Nicholson impersonation, but America cannot really handle the truth. What if the Fed came out and said the truth? What if they said, hey, guess what? For some reason, unemployment's at 25%. Hey, guess what? The GDP crashed 40% last year. Hey, guess what? Unemployment? Oh, my goodness. My goodness. It's up. It's up. It's up. Oh. What if they told the truth? Well, what would happen? What would happen? Well, the markets, they would start to crash because people cannot handle the truth. They have to think that things are good so that they can keep investing in the markets. Well, what does this do? What does this do? Well, let's see. We have no price discovery. We have no price discovery right now. Let's take real estate, for example. Okay, you cannot evict anybody right now because of COVID. They have an eviction moratorium, and they're going to extend it out till next September. These people haven't been paying rent from March all the way through a year, and they're going to go a year and a half out till next September, right? Okay, eviction moratorium. What does this do? Well, the landlords aren't getting money, but rents prices are high because there's no vacancies, because they can't kick out the people that are not paying. So the price of rent stays up here. Okay, in my area, let's call it a 2-bedroom apartment. Maybe rents for $2,500. But nobody's paying the landlord, right? So if the landlord could actually kick some people out, what would happen? He'd have vacancies available, places for people to rent. Well, people can't afford $2,500 is why they're not paying rent. So maybe he has to lower it down to $2,000. Maybe even has to lower it down to $1,500 just to get someone to come in and rent his apartment, right? Okay, so the rents if the rents get cut in half, when the home prices get cut in half, it sure would cut the number of investors coming in to buy it. Nobody wants to be a landlord right now, but there's no inventory on the market, so prices stay high. There's no price discovery. No price discovery. Things like, look at GameStop again today. Wow, GameStop. What a short squeeze. I mean, it hit above $300. This was at $2 like 4 months ago, and now it's at $300, 150 times return on your investment. Oh, people are getting wiped out. Hedge funds are getting wiped out. And what happened to GameStop is a crowdsourcing on social media. They all got together and they said, let's buy call options on GameStop. And anyways, when they buy call options, it sends the prices higher, higher, higher. It's a short squeeze. Everybody that was short now has to buy the stock at these higher prices. And people are just getting destroyed. It's happening again in Bed Bath & Beyond. It's called crowdsourcing. You get the crowd together. Who's the crowd? Who is the crowd? Well, it's Robinhood traders. Robinhood traders. Do you remember this? This goes back about a year. When Hertz comes out with news. Oh, we got to declare bankruptcy. We're not going to make it. What happened? All the Robinhood traders go, wow, Hertz, it's down to $2. Let's everybody buy it. And it shot up to $20. This is a bankrupt company. Maybe that's the new secret in the stock market. Just say your company's going bankrupt and the stock will take off because Robinhood traders will come in and buy it. It went from $2 to $20. Now it's back at $1 again today, just like GameStop. GameStop's not worth $300. It's not worth $50. GameStop will come back down, but I would not short these. These are dangerous. Dangerous. I'm a stock market gambler, right? But it's too dangerous even for me. Look, if you're going to do it with options, but put options, I mean, they're incredibly, the premiums on the put options for GameStop are just incredible. Let's real quickly talk about Tesla. Tesla just keeps going up. Look at markets down 500 points today. Tesla's up. Okay, why? Well, they got earnings coming out today. Now it's already worth $900 billion. $900 billion. Is it going to become worth $1 trillion? It looks like it is. It looks like Robinhood traders just going to keep the call volume going. Keep pushing this up. Is it worth $1 trillion? I really don't think so. What do they do? 500,000 cars a year? Heck, General Motors does about, 2,500 cars, 500,000 cars. General Motors does 2.5 million cars each year. And They're only worth about 60 billion. 60 billion, they do 5 times more. But here we got Tesla at $1 trillion. 60 billion, $1 trillion almost. The market, there's no price discovery in this stuff. It's getting real interesting. It's fun to watch. It's fun to trade. Oh, I love to trade. There were some bargains this morning. You know, when the market moves down so quickly, 500 points, they throw the baby out with the bathwater. There were some great buys this morning. And there'll probably be great buys after Jay Powell talks. The Fed's talking today. We're going to get volatility. It's very exciting to watch. This is exciting times in the market. Anyways, be safe, man. Some of these trades are dangerous. They're dangerous because they move so quick. You can be up all this money, and then boom, the money's gone. Or you can be down all this money, and people panic. They hit the sell button, and then it just rebounds same day. And I mean, the swings are volatile. Volatility is an opportunity. It's a buying opportunity, is volatility. But you got to know what you're doing. If you want to know what you're doing, just go to stockmarketgambler.com. I'll give you my secrets. I'll give you my secrets for free. Just put your name and email. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you really liked it, hit that subscribe button so we can talk more about all this stuff that's going on. It's exciting times, Get out there. Have a great day trading today. We'll talk real soon. I'm Tall Mike. Bye-bye now.